Cloud server connecting. Okay, we are connected. Hey guys, this is Mark, and let me show you today what we'll be chatting about. If I can, oh, maybe you got to wait for a plugin to download. So give me a minute. Restart. Thank you, Zoom. It's okay. Hey guys, it's Mark here. And today we're going to talk about dictionaries. I know you guys, you love dictionaries. I see you checking your phones all the time to see which dictionary will give you that hint so you can understand the story you're reading, so you can understand what the teacher is saying, right? And here at ULC, we have a couple different dictionaries we use. We have 2 or 3 real life dictionaries in the staff room. And of course, we also use dictionaries online. So I thought I'd show you guys 3 of the dictionaries that I like and that we sometimes use in class. And the first one is my friend Cambridge. So if I show you Cambridge, here it is. This is Cambridge Learner's Dictionary. If you type this into Google, right, you'll be able to find the Learner's Dictionary on there. And the thing I like about this dictionary is that it's usually quite simple, right? It's made for intermediate students or pre or intermediate students. And the nice thing about that is if I type in a word, like I type in the word decide, right? You know the word decide. They'll immediately, right, after you get under all of these advertisements, under decide, you're going to see it just says choose. So at least it gives you this really simple synonym, a similar word immediately, right at the beginning. And it just tells us to choose something after thinking about several possibilities. Choose something, think about several possible things. We choose the one. And of course, right, if we're going, maybe you say, oh, choose. I don't know the word choose, right? You can click right here. You can click on choose, and that should be able to let you see what the meaning of choose is. And choose, here again, say, right, see the thing you want, decide the thing you want. So I guess this you'd be going in a circle a bit with decide and choose, but it'll get you the basic idea. And then as you go down, it also doesn't overwhelm you too much with different examples. Some dictionaries, if you look into a native speaker dictionary, they might give you 30 or 40 different examples. Whereas this dictionary will give you about 3, 4. It usually keeps things fairly simple for a learner. Okay, next one, I'm going to go to MerriamWebster. If I type the same word, if I type in decide, right, they'll give you a pretty simple definition. And actually on the top here, they'll give you the kind of word. Are you trying to find the verb, the action, or are you trying to find the adjective, right? So they'll let you choose right away. I think the verb's okay. And then as I go down, the nice thing about Merriam-Webster is that it usually will divide the example sentences into sections. So for here it says to make a choice about something, right? That's our basic definition. And they show you some different ways that we use it. They show you the grammar pattern at the same time. So here it says object. So if I decided, he decided that dinner would be, right? So they're using this style. Or here's decided to. It shows you how to use decided with the word to plus a verb. And then same with our W words, right? It shows you the pattern first and then the example sentences, which I find quite useful. And I know some of you, when you look at a dictionary, you see the top here and you go, oh my gosh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways to use this word. For most of you guys, if you're in a pre-intermediate class, an intermediate class, the definition you want is often that first one. It's the most common one. And a lot of dictionaries, just like Cambridge, if I go back to Cambridge, they'll show you a little letter right here. It says A. A is for beginner elementary learners. So if you see an A, A1, A2, you're on the right track, right? It means it's a word that you'll probably see in your textbook, a word that you'll hear your teacher say often. If you keep moving up, if you see B or C, those are the more difficult words. You'll still see them in English, of course, but they're not going to be in your lower level book, okay? And then last one, I'll go to Oxford. This one is called an Advanced Learner's Dictionary. And if I type in the Oxford, I'll do the same word, decide. If I type into this dictionary, the nice thing they have here is, again, it'll show you, it's called a word family. So it shows you the adjective, the noun, the verb. It shows you all the different ways we can use the word. And then it also will give you the grammar name. It's called here it says there's a phrasal verb. You can use it as a phrasal verb. And then as we go down, like I said, right, compared to Cambridge, there's not only 5 examples. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are so many examples in the Oxford Dictionary. So this style, I would love to recommend for students who are more advanced. Okay, and then last thing, let me show you just my overview of these dictionaries one more time. So in review, if we're looking at these 3, Cambridge is great because it does give you an easier definition in the beginning, and it gives you examples that are usually aimed at or for the intermediate student, okay? The intermediate student. If we move on to Merriam, that's probably the best on the list for our learners in general, just because they give you these grammar patterns as well. They do a great job of showing you the pattern we use, right, before they give you the examples, which I think is extremely helpful. And then last, Oxford, again, they give you the verb forms, some pronunciation, and a lot of more detailed examples, okay? So you can choose which one do you think you're going to use next time you find a word you don't know. Are you going to go with our Cambridge, go with the more basic definition? Are you going to try to learn the patterns in the grammar, use MerriamWebster to see the patterns more easily? Or are you ready to learn as much as you can? Are you ready for as much detail as possible and go for the Oxford style Learner's Dictionary? You guys can let me know, which dictionary do you use? Is it not on this list? There are a lot of other dictionaries that are out there. Do you have a favorite? Please tell me below and I'll take a look at it and I'll let you know what I think. So until next time, guys, hope you have a great week and I'll catch you in the next one.